everyone, it's me, the Review Tamer, back with another toy review again, yay! So now, we have Ninjago City Gardens. It's a really big set. It took me a whole week to build, even for a person and builder of my skill set and age. But anyways, first we'll get into all the different parts, specifically the little temple island there, and we'll do all the minifigures last. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So as for the little temple island here, it really isn't much, but it's a nice little detail. And probably my favorite part, the statue of Zayn, which is a reference to Ninjago Season 3. And I'm not going to spoil why there's a statue. But yeah, there really isn't much here, even though this little thing does come off, but there really isn't any sort of purpose to that. So yeah. So I decided to present Ronin's pawn shop with the base, because for one of the features, it just makes more sense for it to be on here. But first, let's look at the bonsai tree. So this tree is really beautiful, and it represents 10 years in Ninjago, even though now it's been 11. And there's a little birdie up in its nest, a little can of soy sauce behind it, and lots, and I mean lots, of plants. And a little bench for anyone who wants to sit there. And the leaves are just beautiful to me. You can position them down if you want, or up. I prefer them like kind of like leaning, sort of like this. And then a little pillar right here just for stability, and there's a pink frog for some reason. And on the building, there's a little sign, and I don't know what it says, but it does come with a translator for the language, but I'm not gonna do it. And then there's a little tap here. On the side is a little window, and then back here we have a little mini garden right here with a little statue, and then the tree and the bush. And I like how they use a toque for a rock. And then where the restaurant is supposed to be, there's a little piping, and then they use one of the power blast pieces for the spilling water. Part of the reason why I like this set is all the different building techniques for each and every different part of the city gardens, which is why I like it. And then for Ronin's shop, there's a whole bunch of little references in here. There's a little guy with a hat in there. And then we have a little balancer thingy. And we have a trident, possibly referring to season 15 or Ninjago Seabound. There's a map of the Dark Island right there. And then if you're wondering what's in the bookshelf, well, it's a tiny little Spinjitzu card. And then there's another one for Spita in there. So that is really cool. But then, probably the coolest part is down here. There's a little trap door. And let me just open it up. There's a whole bunch of little things like jade blades, a golden ninja, action figure, and then there's some gold and silver. And then if you lift this off, there's a tiny little thing that says Easter egg, which I actually did the translation for. And I kind of like how it has like a little bunny ninja on there. And then when you open it up, there's a little green tile in there. Now I don't know what this is from, but I'm pretty sure it has something to do that's kind of cool. But so far, I don't really know. So here is the little shop. It's a little restaurant thingy. There's a menu on there, but it doesn't have a particular language, so I can't translate it. But on here is a little balcony with a little door, and then some really nice roof build things. And then there's a little door that goes on the side. And then here we have a little window. And then here is where you order your food. And then there's the little restaurant vendor in here, but we're gonna take a little closer look when we look at the minifigures. So in here, there's a lot of stuff. We have some ingredients, a light. There's some more ingredients right here. And then in here, there's a little sink, but it depends on the perspective. So yeah, now you can see it's a sink. And like I said, the build things, the I don't know what it's called, but they used the book pieces up here for the roof. I really like that. So here's a little balcony called the Tea Time balcony. And there's like a little mural here with another golden ninja figure. And then there's of course some teacups and teapots. And then right here, it's just beautiful. The outside we have a little window and some piping. And they use like the needle and the paintbrushes. Really like. On the side here is just open. And it also has a little door. And on the inside, just a big gaping hole. And with a little plant. Here we have the Ninjago fan apartment. And this is probably another one of my favorite parts of the set. And so on here it has a little sign saying Ninjago. There's a little window in here so you can have a peek inside. Another cute window with flowers. Another window with a little lava lamp that you can see. And then of course 2 windows on the front. But the inside is really, really cool. So we have another big gaping hole. But then you have a little race car on the bottom, which is probably the X1 Ninja Charger. I don't know what the aqua thing is on there. So, yeah. Then you have a little lava lamp and a little bed with a ninja blanket. And then up top, there's actually the island sets. So, there's the 2 boat thingies. And then there's that big temple with the big totem. And then we have a Zayn action figure. And then we have a Visit Ninjago City poster. And like I said, this is another one of my favorite parts of the set. And there's another cool thing. So here's the first level all put together. So you can see down here is the little restaurant. Up here is the Ninjago fan apartment. Right here is Ronin's shop. And right here is the tea time balcony. And when I was putting this together, I thought this was enough to make a great set. But of course, there was more. And you know how just a couple seconds ago I said that there was something even cooler to the Ninjago fan apartments? Well, I'll show you that cool thing. So when you put the second walkway up, you can actually add the little Stormfighter jet to the Ninjago fan apartment. So I thought I'd show you what it'd kind of be like right now. Anyways, on to the next part. So here is the second walkway. Now this has a bunch of signs, and I don't remember what they were all called. But anyways, right here we have a little trash can, and then as I showed you earlier, little storm fighter. And then right in front of here is this cool little thing. And then we have a bonsai tree right in the middle. It's the top of the one from the first walkway. And it has the 10 years of Ninjago symbol on it. And then right here, we have this cool little thing, which is made of like a gigantic snowflake thingy. Which are really cool. And there's lanterns on the bottom. And then they have some more things here. And then the back, there's a cool little design and a satellite. So I thought I should do this before I did the ice cream shop. Because, as you can see, there's a cute little Mr. Chen minifigure on here. Who is, if you have seen the show, is actually Master Chen, the villain of season 4 of Ninjago. And then I don't know what this says or any of the signs on here. Then we have a little door, and it's actually different because it has a stud instead of that little round corner piece. And then we have like a humongous window in here. And then we have more flowers, which, all the roofs. They're just so amazing. And then we have a little bench here, which I'm not exactly, I don't know what that is actually. Then we have little piping, and then the roof is made out of hot dogs, of all things. And then inside we have a little dinner table with a little anaconda symbol on there, hinting to Chen's evil side. A little light, then you have a little J figure. Then we have a little frying pan here, and then we have all the things you can order. And then here's the door. And if you're wondering how you attach to Mr. Chen, well, basically, you turn his legs backwards. And that's it. You just do this, attach him in, like so, and just fold this up. So here we have the previously mentioned ice cream shop. And then this little penguin is saying yummy. And then of course that's the open sign, as you can imagine. And then we have a little staircase going up to the top, to the next level. And we have another little railing with a back door and a spilled ice cream. Man, I feel bad for the child who spilled the ice cream. Anyways, you can see the big front sign, and right here it says ice cream. And then we have a little ice cream symbol, even though most of that gets hidden when you put it all together. Anyways, in here we have like all the flavors and a whole bunch of cones and a little sundae and then cups and more cups and a sink. And then what you can order right here, another ice cream, another good look in there. I also like the color scheme for this, and the roof made out of video game controllers. Love it. So here's the set with the second level, and it looks really amazing. I really love it. And when I got to this part, I was like, this is more than enough. But there are still 2 other levels to go. And I am very excited to show you. Now, these 2 buildings are all one big section combined together. So let's start with the smaller one, the student apartment. So here we have a little balcony with little flowers, more flowers over here, more flowers and a telescope. And then we have a little TV with Gail Gossip, who I really wish was a minifigure in here. And then we have an eensy beensy little painting studio with an umbrella. Wait a second, is Haggard in this set? Anyways, you can open this up, and there's a little person in there with the pretzel. We'll take a look at her afterwards. And yeah, to put it back on, just take it, and it just slots right into place. Now to get full access to the museum, you just take the front and lift it off, if you can. And boom, you have this little part, which has a whole bunch of things. Now this is a reference to Day of the Departed, where Cole takes a blade and resurrects all the past villains. So here it has a little snake symbol, and then it has a little Master Yang in there, and then there's Kai and Nia's parents there. So yeah, there's that. And then on the outside here, there's a little crab and a thing here that says Dragon Grill. Anyways, inside there are 2 security cameras. And then on here, that's not supposed to come off, there's a little Kai figure and a tiny little compass. And then we have a little snake staff in here. And then a little model of the Destiny's Bounty, which I really like. And then in here, we have more pictures. And then the Realm Crystal, but it's probably a phony because Cyrus Borg has it. And then Temple of Air Jitsu. And then postcards, which I really like how they use like the Minecraft turtle piece. And then over here is like a little map of one part of Ninjago. And then on the outside, there's just tiny little plants here. No big deal. Still really pretty. And then there's a little symbol out here. But a cool part of this is on the outside, there's a poster for Mega Monster Amusement Park. You take that off, and then you punch this, which takes off this picture of the Snake War. Or is it the war? Yeah, it's Snake War. I see the snake. Anyways, and there's a little hole for the villains to break into, which I think is really, really cool. So this is what it looks like all together, and this still looks so amazing. But to me, it just doesn't look too right, shall I say. Now this is the roof to the museum. And I think this really goes well with the museum. There's the glass roof, and then there's the stone thingy there. And it has a beautiful cherry blossom to top it all off. But the part on the inside is for the museum itself. And what you can actually do is take this piece out, and so you can have a better look at it. And this is the dragon, the bone dragon from season 13, the one season I have not watched. And I think that this is a really cool addition to the set. So this is the Zen Garden, and I really like the light purple color of this. And then you have a little table in there, and that's really all there is to it. And there's a pink flower here for some reason, but in the back there's a little safe, and you can open it, and it's just a little turquoise cheese slope. Now I do not know exactly what this is, so I'm just gonna close the safe back up for now. Now, I know I keep saying this, but this is probably my #1 favorite part. This is the Ninja Center. So basically, it's kind of like a cool ninja hangout center. There's a picture of most of the ninja. The only ninja left out is Kai for some reason. And then You have the game Prime Empire on there. Then you have a little spinny chair right here. And then you have a little rack for hats and stuff. And then there's a little little telescope out there. And then there's a shrimp, which you can articulate. And then back here there's a poster that you can swap out, but I'll get to that afterwards. And with this gear, you can lift down the ladder, which I really like. Like I said, this is probably legitimately my favorite part of the set. But my favorite part about this is this little thing. Now, if you're wondering, why is this thing so special? We'll take this. I'll bring it up to the camera closer. Focus, focus. Come on, you're almost there. Focus. Anyway, you probably get what it is. It's a ninja. And it's a gigantic snake. And what you do is you pull down on the Technic pin, and the ninja moves up, and it attacks the snake. Now, if you actually kind of look at the health bar, you can see it go down by just a little bit, if you really look at it. At least in my perspective. So yeah, I really like that. Probably my favorite part of the set. Now let's look at this final layer before the last layer. So this is what it looks like when the fourth layer is on there. And this is really just huge. Just huge. So on the left here, we got the Zen Garden. And we added a roof to the student apartment, the green place. And in the middle, we got the museum roof, which looks pretty nice. And then on the right, we have the Ninja Center with all the cool stuff. Now, let's get on to the tower before we do what it looks like all together. And then we're going to do the minifigures. So this is probably the tallest of the different parts of Ninjago City Gardens. And it may not look like much, but when you actually look on the inside, there's a lot to do. So let's start off by looking down here. So we take this top piece off. And there's two different pieces, and the top antenna is really loose. And here we have Jay's ninja suit in here. And then we have some movie posters. So I'm going to take one of the movie posters out. Say the Shark Attack one. And we're going to bring back the gardens here. And basically, we just lift up the little tab here, and then it just comes out like that. And then you take your new poster, put it in, and close the tab down. And you got an entirely new poster on there. And then you take your old poster and you put it back inside where you found the first one. So that's pretty cool. Now, for the second section, what you do is you take off the top piece with all the different pink things. And you can see in here that there's a little computer here for a ninja to look in. It has Pythor and a Nindroid on there, and there's a map of Ninjago in there, which is really cool. I really like this part of the set. Now let's put everything together, do the minifigures, and then the video will end. Quick thing before we put it together. it comes with this little motorbike for the bad guy, this person over here, to ride on, and you put it on top. But this was just a quick thing that I wanted to show you now. Let's see what this looks like all together. So this is it all together. We have gone on this long journey together to look at this massive set. I also added the mini temple garden right there with a statue of Zayn and stuff. As you can see here, there's the little restaurant, there's the fan apartment, the big bonsai tree, there's a balcony and the pawn shop, ice cream shops right here, Chen's noodle shop, student apartment, little motorbike, the museum, ninja center, ninja tower, Zen Garden. Everything is here. But there is one last thing that we didn't look at. The minifigures. So without further ado, I say that we look at them right now. So the first minifigure we have here is Golden Wu. Now this minifigure is exclusive to this set, and Ninjago City Gardens is probably retiring soon. So if you want this minifigure, get it now. Ask your parents for it. Use your life savings. Whatever. If you want this minifigure, if you want the entire set, get it now. Anyways, this has like a nice pearl gold. It's not like chrome gold like the Mr. Gold minifigure, but it's a solid gold. And then Wu has a little braid on his back. He has like a shuriken symbol. And then I'll take off his hat so you can see his face print better. So yeah, it's basically like the season 11 Master Wu minifigure. And then under the beard, let me just show you if I can get it off. Is a nice little addition to this thing. I really like it. It's a nice print. Anyways, next minifigure. So since I thought we'd start with Sensei Wu, I thought we'd do Sensei Wu's dog. So this is basically your normal husky dog or wolfy dog, whatever. Yeah, nothing special to him. You can probably get in like any Lego City set or something. You know, it's just a normal dog, that's it. So these are just the basic citizen minifigures that no one cares about. This one is Tito right on the left. This one is Kaido right in the middle. And I don't remember the name of the girl. So Tito has a little videotape. Kaido has a phone in a suitcase. And the other girl has a pretzel. And I think my favorite print out of all these is Tito's hoodie, and I really like it. I also like getting the hoodie and Kaido's hairpiece in there, which I think is pretty cool, but other than that, it's really just your basic citizen minifigures. So these are some of the more interesting figures. And so let's start with May. She has the hairpiece in light purple. So great to have that. She also has a karate suit piece, or gi as it's called, because I was in karate once. And then that's a nice face print that she has there. And then there is Christina. She's a Ninjago fan. She has a green ninja hoodie, which I really love that she has that. And then it says Lloyd on the back. And she has that, she has blonde hair, which, yeah, I guess it's nice to get, I guess. I don't know. And then last but not least, we have the ice cream guy. Don't remember his name. And he has probably one of the best face prints ever. And he also has a nice torso print. a nice cap, an ice cream cone, and an ice cream scoop, which I really like. He owns the ice cream shop, or at least works at the ice cream shop, which I really like how they got an owner, where it's unlike Chen's noodle shop, like either May runs the bottom restaurant or she runs Chen's noodle shop. Anyways, on to the next ones. So I guess these are, the bad guys. So first we have a robber who stole a gem. Luckily it wasn't the realm crystal. And then we have that nice cap and hairpiece, which I really like. And then it's a nice torso print here. And we got good legs. Really love the back. Anyways, next one is the mechanic. Now, this is my favorite minifigure of all. Comes with a different arm, and he has a really nice torso print. And he has dual molded legs, a nice hat print, and a unique face print. And he has a nice weapon too. And then last, we have Ronin. Now you might be thinking, wait, he's a bad guy? Well, he was the bad guy in season 4. No, 14. 14. So he has a really nice torso print, leg print. Come on, camera, focus. I don't know if you could see it. I'll put it back here. A nice face print. There you go. Now you can see it. And then you have that nice hair and then the mask, which I really do like. So, we're almost done with the minifigures. Anyways, let's move on. Now these are more of the minifigures before we get to the ninja minifigures. So, first up, we have the Clutch Powers. Now, in Ninjago, they totally nerfed this character, but still, he has a nice back print. Comes with a little satchel or purse piece. And then that face print, nice to get. And the hair. Oh, the hair. We get this in too many sets. Anyways, next is Misako, which the only other Misako minifigure is in the Temple of Air Jitsu set. So it's nice to have another Misako minifigure. And no, the Ninjago movie Misako minifigures are not counting because they are not Misako. Anyways, this is a really nice torso print. Then I guess it's nice to get the legs. Back isn't really too special. Then we have the nice head and nice to get that hair piece in there too. But this next one is another amazing, phenomenal minifigure. This right here is Scoop. He uses the baby holder piece thingy. I don't know what it's called. But, yeah, and he has a shovel and a construction hat. Kind of like a robot that cleans up. And there's even a little section for him off on the side. But anyways, now let's move on to the ninja. So these are all the urban ninja or the civilian ninja. So first one I want to go over is Jay. So Jay here has an amazing Jay exclusive torso print, which is really nice. And then he has that amazing Jay hair, which I really like. Then he has like the dark navy blue pants, which I really like. And then there's Nia, which legs, so amazing to have. Torso, pretty good. And then of course we have the Nia hair and Nia head, which is good. And then finally there is Urban Cole, who has a guitar tank top on with dirty pants. And then we have the Cole hair and the Cole face. And we have the Prime Empire controller, and then there's a tour thing on the back. And yeah, I think this one's probably the weakest out of the 3 Urban Ninja, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, don't forget to write your opinions in the comment below. It would really help the channel out a lot. So these are the 3 ninja that are suited up. So first one here we have is Zayn with his shurikens of not ice and his nice white suit, and his face is the non-human face, and he has a golden shoulder pad. And then next up is Lloyd. Now this is different from the Destiny's Bounty because he was wearing his hood thingy, and now he's wearing his green ninja suit. He has the same face though, and I don't think the Destiny's Bounty version came with the hair. But yeah, it's nice to get Lloyd. I really kind of wish it was like grown-up Lloyd instead of young Lloyd, but I guess that's okay. And then finally there's Kai. We all know this Kai. Golden shoulder pad, red suit, Ninjago movie face, silver sword. Just like every other Kai. Don't really have much to say about him. But anyways, with everything done, it is now time for my final thoughts. So overall, what do I think of this set? Well, I think it's a nice set, 10 out of 10. It's probably a must-buy for all Ninjago fans. But anyways, I hope you really enjoyed the video. It took me so long to make this. And if you really did like the video, please hit that like button and hit the subscribe button so we can defeat the YouTube algorithm. And I will see you guys in the next video that doesn't have a long wait, hopefully. Goodbye.